grapefruit, lemon, turmeric, garlic, ginger, cayenne pepper, black pepper, flax, olive. Gina, I'm going to talk about what you know about hydration, what you can really offer people now that's really especially important.
Yeah, just briefly, the Hydration Foundation exists to better hydrate people, plants, animals, soils, crops, through new science that's come to light that helps us understand that liquid hydration isn't always the best way to get hydrated, that cultures from time immemorial have used water parked or locked in foods, and that those waters carry properties that we need, especially right now. So just helping people get out of the idea that you're going to guzzle 8 glasses of water to increase your hydration, to help your immune system. That can flash flood you and literally pull out the very materials and the electricity that your body's trying to create and hang on to. So the strategy of using foods is you're bringing in electricity as you're getting your nutrients and your hydration at the same time, and you're much more efficient system. You don't need, I would say, if somebody got me in a corner and say, you have to say it, what is it? I would say, I would say an apple's worth 2 glasses of water.
Gina, I'm here. I have my green drink.
All those hydrating drinks really count now. Let me tell you, they really count.
I used to think I'd have to drink 8 glasses of water a day.
Right.
Now I realize I drink very little, just water out of the tap.
The water that comes out of your tap or you buy in a plastic bottle, it has lost that electron sharing. And it's lost it for a lot of different reasons, but it doesn't matter to you. What you want to know is that you can reactivate the closeness of the molecules with something as simple as putting a little teaspoon of honey in that tea, or as simple as putting a pinch of salt with it, which is the mineral component, or using a tea bag, or adding a squeeze of lemon, or using a capful of apple cider vinegar. Now, these will all start to sound like heritage approaches or wisdom tradition approaches, and they are, because people were very aware that there are different feels to the water and different effects. When you put a cucumber slice in a glass of water, the water and the cucumber molecules start talking to each other, and they start an electrical conversation. And that electricity, that energy, then is something you ingest. You're getting a completely different quality of water just by virtue of these very small but incredibly important changes in the state of water. When you have electrified water with negative charge, a water that has this the electricity is turned on, it interferes with a viral ability to actually penetrate the cell wall. So hydration turns out to be not only a great flow system, a good nutrition system, when we eat food for our hydration, but it actually is one of the most important ways to not let that viral aspect of the receptor get into the cell. That little extra electron actually makes it much harder and keeps knocking viruses off. So it's valuable.
Which is one of the reasons they say we're washing our hands.
Water's the universal solvent, especially if it has some kind of charge. So, even if you use, not synthetic soaps, but real soaps that have some kind of a biological agent in them, either an essential oil, that activates that electronic signal.
Do you want to talk about water inside the body and movement?
Right. We should be aware that we need to be in motion for a couple of different reasons. One is it's distributing the water, very simple, not hard. If you put your chin down to your chest, you've just activated that entire synovial canal. This is the main canal. your spinal canal. It's the word canal is there. This is full of fluids. It's a little bit slightly more viscous than liquid. It's a synovial. The quality is more thick. It's a little bit thicker. But when you do that, you're actually now flushing down a whole series of through your vertebrae, all of that water. It's all now sending signals or vibrations out to your entire nervous system. And then, you bring your head back up. You're bringing fresh hydration back in, washing out, bringing in. You're making a flow system. Incredibly important for moving waste and getting that waste out, and delivering information to your body. So even the these kind of simple movements, we don't want to just any kind of a twist to the side, or you get your arms above your head. Anytime you're going to do a movement that's a little bit different than what you normally do, you're getting water to places you don't normally get it, and you're giving a flush and brand new, vibrant cell-to-cell communication to that part of your body.
I just want to recommend, if anybody goes on to hydrationfoundation.org, I think it's day 8. There's
day 8. Jessica ORTNER. She leads us through a tapping session. Jessica is a really amazing. You can see it in her face when you get her on a video. She looks rested and calm and available. And it was just very exciting to just literally see that in a second on the screen. What she teaches is a vibration method for sending signals to your cells to calm you down. But of course, the better hydrated you are, the more orchestrated the water is, the more likely those signals are able to come in and have impact. So the thalamus is just right here. But this is just one point. You can find one for yourself. Some people really like the collarbone points. Of course, these end up matching the meridian lines exactly. The overlap is profound. Another one is right under your ocular socket. These are great. These are actual anatomical spots where your bundles of nerves come closer to the surface, so you have more access.
I think at the end of this, we're all going to have learned so much more about health. We're going to be much healthier.
So I would love to say a tiny bit, Maxi, if you'll let me, about I think many of us have seen the photographs of the Venice Canal and how quickly it got cleaned up. And the reason is because we didn't interfere with the water. And water is very, very accelerated at its ability to clean itself up, because that's what its job is. Water is in the hydrological cycle of the whole earth, because what does water do? It cleans the planet. That's its job. It knows how to do that.
If we really understand the value of water, then it's going to increase our health and the planet's health. And this reminds me, because, I'm doing this film on ayahuasca, and there's a tribe in the south of Colombia. And I was thinking about this today. It had the most profound understanding of what it means because of this virus. The indigenous people say that the health of the individual is the same. They consider it in the same way as the health of the community and the health of the land. Mm-hmm. And we're now looking at the health of ourselves being sick, the health of our communities being sick, and the health of our planet really being sick.
Yes. We're ready for this time to really have be run on hydration and reverence. That's what I would call it. Yeah. The fuel of.
Glad. I'm always happy to talk to you, Gina. It's always uplifting. And we'll stick something in about Quench, about your book. So
oh yeah, there's recipes in there too. Yeah, chia pudding, coconut milk, and a can of coconut milk, and 5 tablespoons of chia seed. Oh my God, a little honey, it's over.